20 minutes after. So if 35 minutes is one of your times, what would 20 minutes after that be?
That makes sense.
So at 35 minutes, it's at the high. 20 minutes later, it's at the low. Is that enough so far to do the problem? What is my next x value going to go be as Alex goes to the restroom?
75.
75.
And it's cosine.
Is it going to be at the top or the bottom?
Top.
Up at the top. So as Melissa said, it's going to be cosine. So y equals something cosine something something. Lots of stuff to fill in. How do we find the a value? 120 minus 104 divided by 2, which is what, Toby? 8. Wonderful. So we get our a value of 8. 8 goes there. How'd you get pi over 20?
75 minus 35. It's 40, so pi divided by 40.
Excellent, Madison. Pi over 20 is correct. What about our c value?
Negative minus 30.
So c is going to be 35. We do have to make it the opposite when we go into the equation. So we do write the x minus 35 in there.
I have a question.
Yes,
In the
ma'am.
other one we had in the parentheses 12 minus 1, but then we get the 12 by adding all the extra. Is that how you spell it?
It said it was going to be after 12 seconds. So that's what I need to plug in there.
Never mind.
That's fine. And then your d value. What do we have to do for that one? We find the average. So how do we find the average?
224 divided by 2. Then you add.
So 2, add them together, divide by 2. Any questions on part B? So for part C, we want to know the temperature when they first started timing. So we need an x value to be able to plug in. Why 0, Evan? They started timing, so it starts at 0. So all we are doing is taking 8 cosine pi over 20, plugging in 0 because they are starting timing to get there. What is 0 minus 35? It is negative 35. And then we're doing pi over 20 times negative 35. So what is pi over 20? You can leave it like that, or you can reduce it. It's all kind of up to you which one you want to do. Again, as Grace said for the first one, you can leave it as the negative 35 over 20. You will get the same answer because negative 35 over 20 is just the non-reduced form of negative 7 over 4. So you can use either one. It all depends on how good you are at dealing with fractions in your head by yourself.
How did you get that fraction again? What did you do?
I did the pi over 20. Oh, why is my light so terrible? I think it's dying. That's sad. No, I think the actual light itself is slowly dying. So we do the pi over 20 times negative 35. Turn that answer back into a fraction. Evan. What do you believe the answer is? 117. I got 0.66, but I'm good with that. So did I.
Never mind. Yeah, it's 6, 6.
Any questions on problem 2? Either the graph or the equation or the evaluate piece.
That 0 was.
Because Evan noticed when it said they
Oh.
started timing,
Okay.
so our time would be 0 when they started timing. Last chance for questions before I move on to problem 3. Let me know when you're good, Alex. We took the two y values, added them together to get the 224, and then divided that. We found the average of the y values.
Oh, yeah.
So 112 is the one that's in the middle of 120 and 104. Any other questions for me? Because I'm smart. Lord. I need sleep. I need all the sleep. Okay, let's see how you do on number 3.